Hello, and welcome to RT Magazine, a show about Middletown High School, its students, and the community. News about you and for you. I'm Josh Hauser. In this week's episode, Lydia, Vandre, and Lauren Walker get to know more about our principal's recent award. We put senior Brielle Betit on the spot. And Haille Otto shows off some iconic outfits spotted in the halls of M.H.S. This week's show is brought to you by
Shockley Honda, located across from Westview on Route 85.
In our first segment, Lydia, Vandre, and Lauren Walker give us a look at how M.H.S. teachers feel about our principal and his recent recognition, and they ask the man himself how he felt about it and his nomination for an even bigger award.
M.H.S. Principal Bernie Casada won the Frederick County Public Schools Principal of the Year and is now nominated for the Washington Post Principal of the Year.
We went around the halls of our school to find out what students and teachers' favorite memories with him were.
I tell you what, my favorite memory of Mr. Casada goes back years ago. It was 1994. Mr. Casada and I were football coaches at Brunswick High School. First year coaching, I didn't know anything. I was the head coach. He was the assistant coach. Shouldn't have been that way. It was. Anyways, it's kickoff of the first game we've ever coached. And I have a player call timeout before the ball's kicked. And I grab that player and I start yelling at him. And Mr. Casada comes over, grabs me, he goes, Mr. Lanat, calm down. He goes, you want a long career in FCPS. And you know what? He was right. He was the voice of being calm, cool, collected, under pressure. And I've learned so much from that.
Actually, it was before I met him as a principal. He was here for a service. The track coach who was here for a long time, Don Boyer, passed away, and Mr. Casada came down in the summer to participate in the service, even though he didn't know Don Boyer, and I thought that was a real show of character.
Probably my favorite memory with Mr. Casada was after his fourth child, little Pilar, was born, and he and his family came to our house for their first outing. She was had just hit 6 pounds, and it was just a very sweet memory.
My favorite memory at Mr. Casada is probably at one of the bigger basketball games we had this season, and he was supporting us and cheering us on. So that was really nice to see.
Teachers revealed how long they've known Mr. Casada.
I've known Mr. Casada since we're both 22 years old, and I'm not going to tell you how old we're all right now.
I have known Mr. Casada since he was an English teacher, and we would meet in the summer before school started for curriculum meetings, so I watched him go up the administrative path.
I met Mr. Casada when he became our principal at Middletown High School 3 years ago.
Teachers said that compared to other administrators they have worked with, Mr. Casada works right alongside them and is very active in the M.H.S. community.
Coming into this, I knew he was a good friend, but I've never experienced a transformational leader that cares about us as a human and our families and our lives first. And then we're an employee.
He's old school in the sense that he really tries to get out and know the kids, know the teachers. He is out and about in the building. I have talked to kids at other schools, so I won't talk about anybody here, who don't even know who their principal is. They never see the principal.
Mr. Casada makes everyone want to be better because he expects so much of himself, and he gives us so much support that I know I've said this to my husband, I don't want to disappoint Bernie. I don't want to let him down, so I'm always trying to be the best teacher I can be.
Teachers and students gave a word that they thought best described Mr. Casada.
Stoic, because he is steady and calm and convicted in his beliefs.
Humble. He is a great principal, but he will downplay his accomplishments and give credit to everyone else rather than take it himself.
If I'm going to describe him, and Bernie, you're going to appreciate this, I would say you have the insight of Faulkner, you have the fire of Hemingway, and the eloquence of Fitzgerald.
I'd say a word that describes him was probably collected. He's always calm and he never gets worked up or anything like that, so always keeps his cool.
One word to describe Mr. Quesada is compassionate. He goes above and beyond for his students. I always see him out in the hallway greeting students in the morning, telling us to have a good day, and he just does everything for his students, and he's so nice.
Teachers said that Mr. Quesada deserves this nomination because he is humble and down to earth.
He'll tell you he's non-deserving, and that's why he deserves it, because he believes he is not. He thinks he can do more, and he has such more improvement to be done. He doesn't feel worthy, and those are the ones that are the worthiest.
He is the only administrator that I can remember working with instead of working for, and that makes all the difference.
We also sat down with Mr. Quesada, who explained how surprised and grateful he was for this nomination.
Well, I was very honored. I was very surprised. I don't really feel like I deserve it, but it's a great honor. It's a great honor. Well, I was very surprised because typically with this nomination, the person who is nominated has to do a lot of work in the nomination process, and I wasn't involved with any of it, so it was a very big surprise. It was a pleasant surprise, but again, I was a little embarrassed because I don't think I really deserve it, but luckily I work with so many good people and have worked with so many good people that they felt I did, but it was surprising because I think there's a lot of people more worthy of being the finalist in that. I've had so many good memories. Every year has a lot of good memories with teaching, and this is my 29th year now, so over the course of all that time, you collect a lot of really great memories, but every year has good things. A lot of times you don't really realize them until they've kind of gone past. The other day was really, in the auditorium, was one of those high points. I think it's really important whenever, to teachers, I think, try to make sure they understand that they were hired to do the best job they can do, and I try to get out of their way. My role really is more as a coach, and really to say, okay, we could change this, or we look at this, but I think that giving teachers the personal responsibility, and I trust their professional responsibility to do their best, and then I'm there as a resource for them. My job really is to help kind of get things out of the way for them so they can do their best. So I try to put that message out, I guess, to teachers, and then also that everybody comes in here is the most important person in the world to somebody. Every student that comes in any school is the most important person in the world to somebody. So try to keep that in mind, just like our own children. You guys and everybody here is super important, and your education super important. So we want everybody to feel welcome. We want to make sure everybody feels like they can contribute here, and we want to make sure that that we understand how important this job is.
In this week's 10 for 1, we put senior Brielle Betit on the spot with 10 questions. Hi Brielle, are you ready?
Yes.
All right, let's get started. What did you eat for breakfast?
I actually did not eat breakfast this morning.
Me too. Are you an early bird or a night owl?
Kind of neither.
Okay. What's your favorite scent?
I like Vanilla Bean from Bath & Body Works.
Okay. What's your favorite way to get in some exercise?
I like going on hikes. That's kind of really the only thing I do.
I love a good hike. Does your current car have a name? If so, what is it? And if you don't have one, what should it be?
So my car does have a name. His name is Tony, after Tony Stark, because there's a Stark Industries sticker on the back of him.
I love that. If you were left on a deserted island with either your worst enemy or no one, which would you choose? Probably
my worst enemy, because I happen to be an extrovert, so I need at least somewhere there to talk to.
Yeah, I get that. If you had to eat one meal every day for the rest of your life, what would it be?
Probably either sweet and sour chicken or orange chicken and white rice.
What's your favorite item you bought this year?
I bought a Lonely Ghost sweatshirt, like the brand that they're kind of big on Instagram, and I live in it. It's so comfortable.
Cool. What is your favorite Disney hero or heroine?
Well, since Disney bought Marvel, I'm probably going to say Black Widow. I love Black Widow.
And would you want to trade places with them?
Yeah, it would be so cool.
And what's your favorite TV show?
I like Parks and Rec.
Okay. All right. Well, thank you so much. Finally, in our RT Plus segment, Haille Otto shows off some of our school's student fits and finds out where they got them.
Hey, we are here at Middletown High School. Today we're going to be roaming around the halls, checking people out, and see who is fitted today. We're looking. We are searching for the people. Here we have Spencer Mawazed, so walk me through your outfit today.
This is my green jacket that I stole from my dad.
Nice, very nice.
I got this fake polo at Walmart.
Okay.
This pink button-up from H&M.
Classic.
And these Target pants, black Target slacks. And my Costco Adidas shoes.
Nice. What about the glasses?
They're from Zenny Optical.
Okay, so good. Thank you so much, Spencer. Today I'm here with the County Councilman, Mr. JD, Mr. Jerry Donald. So walk me through your fit today.
Okay, well, the shoes came from DSW. The socks and the belt were both bought at Boskov. This is the Dockers belt. The suit itself is a wool suit bought at, if you can see the brand, Frederick Clothier's. Watch is a Bulova. I just went for Christmas. The wedding ring came from my wife. What have I... Oh, the shirt is a Van Heusen shirt. And the paisley tie. I got this in the 1980s.
Oh, yeah. Thank you, Mr. Donald. Morgan Vandre, walk me through your fit.
Okay, today we have the sweater that's thrifted from Goodwill, as well as this skirt is from H&M. We have a thrifted leather jacket, some tights, and my favorite. Oh,
where's this from?
We got some like
Tell me
little.
where this
I
is
made
from.
a little ring. We've got a lot of little rings over here, and my favorite pair of Doc Martens. And that's the fit.
That's it for this episode of RT Magazine, part of the Roundtable's multimedia experience. Thanks for watching. You can find all our episodes on MHSRoundtable.com, or you can download our app, Student News Source, for access to our articles, videos, and podcasts. Have a great week. Stay tuned after the show for the introduction to today's SEL lesson.